Got some music happening.
Bob Marley.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
This is my buddy Monty Alexander,
Love
whom I've
that.
had in the studio dozens of times. But this is Sly Dunbar's remix
Of
Monty's
Could Be Love.
Could Be
Okay.
Love. Nice opener, I think. Huh?
Nice, very nice.
Welcome back to South Florida Arts Beat here on 91.3 WLRN. Coming up later in the show, contributor Judith Bishop explores the new exhibit at the Wolfsonian on Miami Beach. Our calendar today features Palm Beach events with Bill Nix. And humorous Buzz Fleischman travels I-95 on the Radio Buzz. Hello, Ed Bell with you. Jamaica will celebrate its 46th year of independence on August the 6th. All weekend, Jamaican nationals and friends will enjoy a variety of public and private events all over the U.S., celebrating the island's great cultural heritage. Many events are planned for South Florida as well. With us today is David Mullings from the Jamaican Diaspora Foundation to tell us more, and welcome to South Florida Arts Beat, David.
Thank you very much for having me.
Great to have you join us, and we regret that Ms. Cheryl Winter will not be able to join us today. We hope she's resting comfortably and will have a speedy recovery, and we miss her. We want to say that. Jamaica's independence began in 1962. Give me a brief history of that event, David.
Well, essentially, Jamaica actually started, we had universal adult suffrage, so everyone could start voting as of 1944. And so that was the first thing that started. So 1962 was the actual year of independence. And on August 5th, that night, they took down the British flag and they put up the Jamaican flag. They had voted to change our coat of arms, which originally had a Latin inscription for 300 years. And that on August 6th became out of many one people, and that has become our national motto. So August 6th is a very special day for Jamaicans. 1962 was when we finally came into our own. We had our own flag, black, green, and gold to represent the things that we felt were important. So it was a very empowering period. Unfortunately, I wasn't born at that time, but my parents have told us many stories about the jubilation across the entire country, and Jamaicans abroad finally feeling that this is their country. They can now finally control and contribute to the world stage.
Now, today is celebration of Emancipation Day, and give us the background on that.
So we have two sessions in August. August 1st is Emancipation Day. August 6th is the actual Independence Day. What Emancipation Day represents was when the Emancipation Proclamation, that's what it's called, was declared, and all the slaves were freed in Jamaica. The official date for that is, we're looking at 1838 is the actual date. It started early in the 1800s. The slaves started uprising. The abolitionist movement really came into its own, and slowly but surely, Jamaica eventually, finally freed all the slaves. And so 1838 is officially known as Emancipation Day, that day, August 1st.
David, tell us about South Florida's Jamaican population. Does it still number about 400,000 in the Tri-County areas?
Well, I'm not sure if the Tri-County area would have 400,000. There's a significant population of Jamaicans and Jamaicans born to parents here in the United States. You're still a Jamaican, whether you're born in the States or born somewhere else. If you're born to Jamaican parents, you're Jamaican. So we do count those amongst the Jamaican diaspora. So it's a significant number. They've been here for years. We've been migrating all over the world. If you go anywhere in the world, you can find Jamaicans. China, Japan, anywhere. So the population is sizable. We're still trying to actually work out a deal with the census where we would have a box to check off Jamaican or Caribbean national. So there's a movement now online for a petition to have that for the next US, and that will actually finally give an official count of the number of people that are in each part of the United States.
Mm-hmm. This year's festivities focus on one of Jamaica's national heroes, Marcus Garvey. Give me a bit of his history, if you would.
Well, Marcus Garvey is one of our national heroes. Jamaica has six national heroes and one national heroine, and we like to point that out. And he's probably the most famous national hero outside of Jamaica. Most Americans have heard, or at least most black Americans have heard of Marcus Garvey. He was the founder of the United Negro Improvement Association, the UNIA, back in the 1940s and 1930s. And he advanced an idea of Pan-Africanism. He wanted people in the African diaspora to be involved in African affairs. And so he was part of the inspiration for the Nation of Islam and these kinds of movements. So he's seen as the founder, people started to call this philosophy Garveyism. So he is considered one of the greatest Jamaicans to have ever lived because he has influenced so many people, not just of Jamaican descent, but of African descent. And so he was really focused on advancing the affairs related to Africa.
Well, let's talk about the events that Jamaicans and Jamaican friends will be celebrating this weekend all over South Florida, as we say in the Tri-County area, and they concentrate in part on Marcus Garvey, but where do we want to start?
Well, we'll start with tonight. We actually have an event in the Pembroke Pines, Miramar area. That's called First Fridays. That's going to be starting at 9 p.m. And it's a Jamaica Independence celebration at the Grand Palms Hotel. And then tomorrow we have two major events. One is the annual Grand Independence Ball at the Renaissance Hotel in downtown Miami. And that event is going to be a pretty nice event. That is a yearly event. It's always well attended. Everybody looks sharp. The event that we also have tomorrow is called One Love, One Family. Come to Jamaica, and it's a Jamaica Independence Fete in Pembroke Pines at the Grand Palms Hotel as well. The most important part of the celebration is on Sunday we have an annual ecumenical service, a church service. You know, Jamaicans are very God-fearing people, so the church service is Sunday at 4 p.m. and it's going to be at the First Presbyterian Church of Fort Lauderdale. And so we're asking all Jamaicans to come out and support if possible. And there's also going to be a pretty big celebration at the South Florida Fairgrounds in West Palm Beach on Sunday all day as well. It's going to be a live concert, lots of performances, lots of free food. You can come out and taste the jerk chicken and all this stuff and really enjoy Jamaican culture. So those are some of the major events happening during this weekend. And they're going to continue into next week, celebrating the following weekend as well.
I'm sure. Where can our listeners find out more information? I have as a number for the Jamaican Diaspora Foundation, 786-349-2584. Any other information sources? Can they call the Jamaican Consulate?
Yes, they can call the Jamaican Consulate. The number is 305-374-8431, extension 232. And you can also visit marlonhill.com. And Marlon always has a lot of information. He'll have all the information on where these events are, phone numbers to call, and also the cost, the price for any of these tickets for admission if there is a price.
Now, what music can we enjoy at these events? Do you know the names of any groups that will be performing?
I'm not totally sure of all the groups that we're going to have performing, but we're going to have a wide range of Jamaican music. Most people think of Jamaican music as reggae music and Bob Marley, but we also have mento music that we want to have there, and Brookings and all these other kinds of cultural Jamaican things. We want to bring out all sorts of Jamaican music. So you'll be experiencing veteran artists singing traditional roots and lovers rock, as well as the reggae music, and bringing it up to modern day as well.
I've got some information here that Richie Stevens, a great Jamaican musician, will launch in Florida his Come to Jamaica album August the 2nd. And that no doubt is on the information.
Right, that is
available.
That is tomorrow on Saturday, and that is at the One Love, One Family Independence Fete in Pembroke Pines at the Grand Palms Hotel. So anybody who wants Richie Stevens to come and serenade their wife, or if the ladies want to be serenaded, that is the event. They want to go and see Richie Stevens at.
Mr. David Mullings, Jamaican Diaspora Foundation Youth Representative for the Southern U.S., and you can get more information at 786-349-2584 or marlonhill.com. And thank you so much, David, for joining us. Congratulations, and hope to have you back on South Florida Arts Beat
Looking
soon.
forward to it as well.
There we go.